Hey, that motorbike. The motorbike. The motorbike. That hard work, that shit kind of weak compared to this. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, hey. To the motorbike, motorbike. Oh no, that white boy kind of curved my style. Why he so close? He said he'd be back in 10 minutes. He said on the Discord. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, that nigga got the dough. Oh, shit.